Innovative.
The WB Morning Show, hosted by the real Young LA and Cool Ass Cam.
Hey, check it out. Welcome back to the WB Morning Show. It's your boy Young LA, the real Young LA, and you know I got Cool Ass Cam with me though.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the WB Morning Show. Hope y'all ready for the wake and bake.
Hey man, it's the 50th episode. You hear me? We done made it to the 50th episode. It's something like a milestone. My boy Cam been telling me about it. When we get to the 50th episode, we gotta do something special. But guess what? We wasn't even 100% sure this was about to be the 50th because we've been doing double episode and all kind of shit. But God made this special because we got a special guest in the house. And he know me from when I first started rapping and recording and all that type of shit. So nigga fit to give y'all the backstory. Probably on me today, even though it ain't about me, it's about him. But this is our story. It's going down. Go and introduce yourself. Let them know what it is.
Hey, man. It's the Digi God, man. URG7, man. Compton is definitely in the house, man. The WB Morning Show, man. You are now rocking with the best, man. And first of all, you know, happy Monday, happy St. Patrick's Day and all that stuff.
That
you know,
part.
whatever you do and whatever you don't, it's all good still. We gonna move regardless. It's a blessing, man, to be here, man. You know, we've been trying to book this thing for a minute. I think we started talking in like November of 2024. And when I first hit you, we chopped it, and you was like, you know, it's possible. And then next thing you know, you was booked up the next time I talked to you. You was like, man, I'm booked up for the next few weeks. I get back. And then when you did get back, I was on the film.
You on set. Ain't that how God worked, though? But you know, I'm happy because I like my homies to be busy. I don't be wanting to call a nigga. He always free and always got, I can come. I know a nigga be busy, so it's all. And you got to respect the curve.
Yeah.
You know, even in business, though. But I don't think you was curving me, so I know it's real, and I know what time it is.
Never. So. And you know what? You know what's even funnier than that is we kept running into each other at all of a lot of venues and shows.
Yeah, I seen you at the Slink Johnson party.
Yeah, a couple of Slink Johnson events.
For sure. Yeah,
because the first one was with the Smoke Yours one in Hollywood, and then we ran into each other again at another one.
Yeah, that one was cracking too. I had fun.
The first one was nuts because he had Natural. Everybody was up there.
Everybody, whole squad and that thing.
Defunct 420, everybody was up there. Like you said, the whole squad,
And I didn't even know you knew all of them, but I expect you to know everybody because you've been doing it. But it's still crazy to just see how everybody re-interact. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's what's even funnier is I have been knowing a lot of those people 10, 15, 20 years. I don't even have a record with them, but it's mutual. It's just mutual.
No, that's
respect.
Real. They ain't always forcing to do a record. It's just being people. So when the time comes, it's gonna come.
At all. If it comes.
It could be 20 years later.
You ain't never lied.
Ain't no rush on no motherfucking greatness.
Never.
God's time.
And it takes, actually greatness takes time.
Hello, they ain't making no Rolls Royce as fast as they're making a Honda.
I was just saying that to say, you know, we really know each other from just this.
This
and I'm not running up in the studio just like, this is my, I'm trying to run in the studio. It's like, nah, man, this is history to where when I moved in the neighborhood that I met you in, I think you was like 15, and you was in high school.
Yeah,
you was in high school, 15 to 16. You was in high school, and you had your own crew, and y'all balled. That was y'all thing. Basketball, like damn near
back in the day, we had a squad called Tap Out, like the wrestling clothing brand. Yeah, that shit crazy, man. And every so often I see somebody and they take me back there. Yeah, and we had records though, like niggas still be singing certain records,
right?
And it'd be like, you remember this?
Right.
Like, hell yeah, I
legendary.
Remember. That shit is
classic, bro.
That shit like part of my confidence now.
Classic though.
You know what I mean?
That's why I still had the tapes the last time I talked to you. I still had the tapes because
you can hear it in there.
Those tapes.
My voice was a lot more. It wasn't heavy like just now. It was just a light little.
Your Adam's apple had.
Yeah, it didn't drop yet.
Yeah.
Nigga didn't even hit puberty all the way.
But you know what though? I took your recording around my crew at the time, and we was way older than you. We had been out of high school for years, and you was in high school, and it was grown men jumping out their seats, man. And when I actually seen how, because I knew you was dope, but when you up against something, sometimes it's so close to you, you can't see it all the way. Yeah. But when I seen other people's reaction, I had to step my game up, and, you know, as an MC, like, okay, if damn, he in high school, let me. Hold on, what the fuck am I? What am I talking about in my songs? How my shit sound? Let me rewrite this record. Let me rebump this record. This dude's in high school, got grown men jumping out their seats. So at the end of the day, it's like that type of skill level at that age, I already knew like this dude is a serious threat to anything that he say he want to do. Yeah. It's a wrap. And plus his hustle, like he had his own crew at that time, and I knew a lot of dudes, but like they wasn't no F ups, bro. There wasn't no cops at his mama door or nothing like that. It wasn't no detectives over there talking about wham, 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 and police cars in the front of the house. Every time I seen him, he had a towel over his shoulder, headed out the door to go play ball. Period. And the next time I seen him, I'd be like, hey, shit was there? And I could get him in the lab sometimes, if they wanted to do that. But if they wasn't on that, they'd just go play ball. And I'd be looking like, damn, y'all don't want to, it's a studio right here. I'm not charging y'all nothing. They'd be like, hey, yo, I'm a holler, ump.
Yeah, we was on our basketball till we used to be 2 a day, going to every park. Every part of the city.
And he's not lying because they leave in the morning and I wouldn't see him again to the evening. That's why I'd be like, damn, y'all don't want to record, but he'd really be out there.
Yeah, we was
touring.
outside before outside, because niggas start rapping now they outside. Nah, we was walking, catching the train.
They really was.
We was, the train, the green line go from Norwalk all the way down to the beach, you know what I mean? The blue line downtown.
I know what's happening.
All the way to Long Beach.
When I was young, when I was young, I didn't have that kind of freedom, but y'all was moving, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all was moving.
I ain't gonna lie, I had the fake name. I used to be getting tickets all the time on the train. I'm not paying for nothing. We just walking on there. I used to tell them my name was Jason Jackson. Everybody called me JJ. When I hit them with the JJ, that's what they believe. You say JJ, I ain't got no ID on me. My name's Jason Jackson, but everybody called me JJ. When they hit the JJ, they like, oh, okay. Right, my little ticket. I probably blew this nigga named Jason Jackson up, man. My bad, love boy.
It's a rap, homie.
It's a rap. Burrito, taquito, enchilito.
Insert your middle name immediately. But nah, man, at the end of the day.
I hope he was a junior, so.
Yeah, exactly. But no, at the end of the day, I can actually testify to the realness, man. He the way he emceed back then, the things he said on the record, remarkable. And for me to be an MC of my caliber at the age I was at that time, I can honestly say that his bars made me step my game up. Those bars that you was spitting in there, no.
Nah, you told me that back in the day,
somebody had to mix them and sit there and play with them and tune them up and this and that.
I can tell me,
wow, man.
I felt like I got my voice in there. I always knew what to say and how I wanted to say it.
Right.
But it was a point where people listening to you and they like, that shit sound good, but you just gotta say it right. Like I'm rushing it or I'm putting too much words in there.
Right.
You know, sometimes when you was writing, that's why I don't really write now, because you will write it and then you try to rap it over the beat and it don't match.
Right.
And now you gotta try to
fit it.
When you really supposed to be crafting it all together so you feel comfortable in there, because you could hear when a nigga reading. And
you can. Because it sounds like reading.
We gotta pass all that fucking with you, man. Yeah. And I could say this. Tell these niggas how many albums you got, because back in the day you had about half of that many albums out, and niggas be working, but they don't be working. They'll drop 4 albums over their whole career.
Yeah,
you hear me?
Well, this is how I feel, man. I'm glad you kind of touched
hold on. Tell them how many albums got, then go back, and then we go back.
Okay,
we ain't even started from the beginning with you.
I have an album for every year I've been on planet Earth.
That part.
Listen. Not every day I've been on planet Earth.
Every year.
But every year I've been on planet Earth, I have an album.
And in this market now with the streaming and how everything go, so that's the play. The more music you got out, the more out.
It's a total of 56 right now. It'll be 57 in September.
You know, and then when I'm saying I'm never not working, you know, this is the type of stuff I seen coming up where it was like, you gotta do what? We gotta do what to get, you know?
Right.
And we ain't even on what time they on. We was on that time already.
Right. But the thing I respect about you too, man, is when you growing up and you in a neighborhood, like I've lived in Compton, Watts, South Central, San Pedro, Long Beach, Lakewood,
Young LA,
Hills,
baby, the whole county,
Universal City Hills, Hollywood Hills. I done it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
I just tell them from Orange County to Hollywood, all that.
You see a lot of people follow. This dude was never no follower, man. This dude was always a leader. This dude was always doing his own thing. He wasn't running behind nobody, no crew or no, I want to be part of this, I want to be a part of that. He was a movement, period. And at the end of the day, when I think about the real Young LA, I just think about authenticity. Mm-hmm. A lot of artists try to dress it up and you know, like when you go to a label, when they stick you with all of these people, your wardrobe and your wardrobe person and your stylist, and this guy, oh, you're gonna put a little eyeliner on and bring your eyes out. Yeah. Nah, dog, my eye color is 100. I'm good on the eyeliner.
That part.
But at the end of the day, it's like these people do certain things to feel they have to fit in this industry that's ever changing and rapidly moving and metamorphosizing into different things. And I've just never seen him or the real Young LA. I've never seen you be a follower. I always seen you be a leader, and I always seen you on your own shit. Like no matter what it was, you was whatever it was, you was on your own tip. You wasn't on what everybody else was on. Like if everybody was if everybody was running left, he was somewhere right. And if they was right, he was somewhere left. If they was up, you know what I'm saying, he was down. If they was trying to go over, he went under or went through it. You know what I'm talking about? So like at the end of the day, that's one thing I can say I respect, and that's one thing I can say I've always seen, and that's one thing I can say that's been never changing. Whereas other artists are always ever changing into something else, trying to keep up with the trends of the industry. You've never been that.
You know this show is about you though. We about to get into you, but I'm not about to stop this because niggas don't know. Niggas don't even got people that they know for 20 years and they still cool with. Man. One. And then to say that I'm the same nigga from 20 years ago, and back then I lost my pops at 11. So when I tell people I switched up then, and I feel like, okay, I'm not about to be no kid no more. I'm fit to start doing what I gotta do to make shit go, cause you can see your moms. You can see her, and my mom's is different than regular people moms. She's a goer and go do what she gotta do, get it done.
Period.
She tried to make sure we didn't have to go the wrong way.
Period.
So she put extra time into that. So it's like if I did something stupid, I felt like I'm disrespecting her.
Right.
My pops already did all the dumb shit in the world.
Right.
Why I'm gonna go try to do that again?
Right.
So it's like
what was impressive, not to cut you off about you again, is it was dudes dying to get in the studio, like robbing liquor stores and making licks and all that just to get the money to try to go to Paramount or to get in the studio, Echo Sound, Black Hole, somewhere to get in the studio. I'm like, he's right next door. I mean, our doors was like literally like if I open my door, he opened this door. We was looking at each other. Same front porch type deal with the little like the concrete.
Nigga knock on my door. I had to double check
to see who door it. Yeah, same
could have been going to his house and you like let me check.
But so what was the kill off was I'd be right there offering free studio time and they'd be like, nah, we good. Cause my man was beating his own drum. He wasn't thirsty or hungry like that to get in the lab. They got in the lab. When they got in the lab, they did what they did when they wanted to do it. They did what they wanted to do when they wanted to do it. If they didn't want to do it, they didn't do it. You're like, we want to play ball. And I'd be like, wow.
Yeah, but what you didn't know is we had like a camp in here. So I would make sure we all did our verse and rewrote it and learned it. So when we got in the booth, niggas wasn't stumbling and all
that's
that.
Why y'all,
that's why it took a little
that's
time.
Why y'all stuff sounded like that. I never knew none of that backdrop.
I used to write shit up we had shit on the wall that say get focused. So when we all writing and the nigga get the lining off, we don't have to like feel like I'm offending you. I'm just gonna point over there. And when you look, you gonna get focused and it'll bring a nigga back. And we
all
had
the way.
All kind of now that I grow up, I realized that I was doing something called you wake up in the morning when you say the stuff about
the affirmations.
Yes, I had them all around the
daily affirmations.
Area.
Yes, sir.
So
that's important.
Shit like that.
That's important. Sometimes you don't have a person to tap you on your back.
Yeah.
But I don't want to cut you off, but I do want to go back to say that goes back to your maturity level with saying you had your dad wasn't the situation with your dad caused you to step up. But I can see that maturity level in the fact that you turning down what a lot of people would never turn down at that point.
Yeah. And I respect for you too.
Or that
it's
age.
like I know you was doing, and see, this another thing I realized. You used to record yourself.
Right.
Put your music out.
Yeah.
Press up your CDs.
Yeah, dog.
Promote your shit.
Yeah.
Perform. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That's a big ass place. So now when people see me doing it, they don't realize this is just all what I know. I don't know nothing less. That ain't even. I can't even get up every day and not do what I do. And then this is what people don't know. At one time, I'm like one semester from graduating college.
Right.
And I be doing so much I couldn't finish it. So I had basically said I was gonna stop rapping for a little while. so I could finish the shit I needed to do off rap.
Right.
And that's when the other character came in and said he rapped, and that's what pushed me to the next level, because it made me like, the day that I said I'm about to go another way is the day that I found out about him. So it was just like, oh shit,
wow,
I got to put it on, speed it up. So now I just all day we work and all that from the time.
Never not working.
Yeah, I
Never
just got in from the studio probably 4 a.m.
Wow, incredible.
And I still get up at 7.
Yeah.
I still got shit I got to do around the house. People know I'm fit to leave, so they, hey, catch up.
Yeah.
So bam, I get out here, and we gotta get it going. So.
Yeah, man.
And I don't say that to say like feel sorry for me or nothing. I say that to say if I wouldn't tell you, you ain't supposed to know.
Listen,
I'm gonna carry myself like I've been asleep for the last 8 hours, because I'm ready to do what I got to do, and that's the part about life.
We all get the same.
And we went to Rolling Loud, and if you've been to Rolling Loud, that's like 20,000 steps.
I already peeped.
Yeah, I still had to get off and finish what I got to do and do it.
Right.
Yeah, it's a motherfucking thing. So
right.
I still do my scheduling too, because I got to make sure everybody call and double tap, and you still gonna be able to make it. And of course, I still think you is, but I still got to do that just because that's business.
Of course.
It's just part of me now. I don't even trip. People call me a robot now because they're like, do you ever sleep?
Man,
do you
me too.
even?
Yeah, me
but
too.
Shit, that's what we on, man. Fuck me.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm good.
These are them affirmations I said. So one of them women is you either got excuses or results.
Right.
So when I'm talking to myself, is that an excuse or is that a result? And when I'm talking to other people, that's all I'm doing too. So as soon as I see you giving me excuses, I'm gonna fall back.
That's it. Back
and
up.
let you run your own race, because sometimes
that's
people want to take a lot more breaks than I want to take. And I'm not mad at you if that's what you want to do. But where we trying to get, I know them breaks ain't going to help you get there. So it's like, if you keep taking breaks, you can't keep saying that you trying to get to this goal. Because
you can keep saying it, but you're not serious.
I ain't going to keep hearing it, though.
At the end of the day, when you see someone taking a situation not serious, and I deal with that a lot from the music to television to the movies. Yeah. When you see somebody not taking a situation and or an opportunity seriously, you stop taking them seriously. That's it, man. Because it's a waste of time. You can go outside and talk to the brick wall. It's not going to listen or answer back either.
So we usually start the show off saying, do you remember the first time we met? It ain't no right or wrong answer.
Oh, yeah, man. I met you when I moved into the neighborhood, in Long Beach, man. A certain neighborhood next door to the Parwoods, you know what I'm saying? I moved right next door to you and your family, and you was solid. Your mom's was super cool neighbor. Never no drama. Yeah. And having you and your crew around, man, made me feel comfortable, because I didn't really know a lot of people in that neighborhood. But after I met you and seen how solid you was and saw how you and your folks moved, I really didn't feel like I had any issues. I didn't feel like nobody was I had studio equipment in my crib. I didn't feel like nobody was going to break in my place. I was new over there. I could have got hit and didn't know nothing. But with you guys coming in and out, and like I said, meeting you and the way you moved and who you was at that time, your personality, and just in the neighborhood, how people know you. Everybody call you by your nickname, all of that. Your mom call you outside by your nickname. So it's like that just made me feel real comfortable. So meeting you, moving into the neighborhood.
So another reason when I say I'm Young LA, in every different place I lived, it was like I grew up there, and all the people that grew up there, they like, oh, that's my boy. He used to live over here with me. Right. So when I move, it's the same thing with different people and all over the city. So shout out to all my people in Long Beach. I actually started rapping in Long Beach.
Wow.
Hey, I don't even know if you know this story. When I was in LA, I had a cousin from Philly that was living with me. He used to be writing and shit. I used to be waking up in the middle of the night. I was giving him suggestions and shit. And he kept using the suggestions I was giving him. So one day he was just like, bro, you low key could do this. You just need to start writing in the pad and shit. So I started writing and shit. Having things. When I moved to Long Beach, one of my partners I met, my boy Boostu, he locked up right now. Free him. I told him that I'd be writing in the book and shit. But I don't rap. That was one of the main things I told the nigga. We got a little book I write in and shit, but I don't rap. And we was playing basketball one day, and after the basketball course, it turned into a cipher. Wow. And they was like, everybody who rap, come over here, let's get cracking. And shit, nigga, I stayed in the back. Nigga, I don't rap. And the nigga linked over and said, "Oh, my boy rap right here."
Done deal.
I looked at the nigga
Done
like, bro,
deal. Like, why
didn't I tell you?
Yeah, why'd you do
And
that? Yeah.
shout out to him though, because I said fucking and spit, and the same reaction like you said people was having, they had right there, and that
Right,
let me
bro.
know, like, you know what?
Right.
I've been rapping ever since then.
Yeah. Hey, and let me tell you something, man. God don't make no mistakes, man. The universe don't make no mistakes, man. When I met you, I knew who you were. And you, I don't know if you seen it or thought you had the potential or leaned toward it, but I was already doing, and I'm not going to say struggling, but I'm going to say I was already doing at a high level and pedaling plus backpedaling to keep up with what you just came in the studio and did effortlessly. So that made me realize, like, oh yeah, let me stop tooting, toot. Let me stop tooting this horn and
Get back busy on them. Yeah, but you always was staying with us and staying busy though.
man.
You ain't never let niggas act like we gonna edge you. You always made sure you hold on now.
Yeah,
sir. I'm standing on this. Huh?
Oh yeah. But you know, at the end of the day, man, you were remarkable then. You're remarkable now, and I'm super proud of you, man. I was
appreciate
impressed.
that.
I was impressed with
You
everything.
you
that
know
I saw,
whenever you was. I just knew whenever one day I was gonna run into you, and I hope that's what you had
was
said,
over.
because that's part of
It was over.
That's part of what making nigga happy.
I
about
still
doing this
remember.
shit,
I
too.
still remember one of the last times when I first saw you, because we saw each other online. We saw each other at a couple of venues, but we really didn't get to chop it. We just pound and keep moving. Maybe
Yeah, you know how it be going.
Take a picture.
The conversation we was gonna have wasn't gonna be able to have in the club.
At
so
all.
I'm not even gonna fake.
No,
like
no,
we
for
fit
real.
To start
Oh, no, sitting there, yeah.
because I'm fit to be peeled away from my
right,
people.
doing whatever.
Like,
yeah,
who is
come
this?
on, man.
And
come
then
on,
for
man.
me to explain who they
That's a
is,
lot. That's a
they,
lot.
They had to sit down and see us talking for a while, and they
All
were like,
that.
"Oh no, this
all
is,
that." So we saw each other at the Red Lip Drum. You know what I mean? And then that's when I was like, "Oh yeah, it's on now."
Yeah, every so often,
said it's on
I
now.
run into people that know me better than the people I'm with, and they be like, "Who is this nigga?" And I'm like, nigga, I actually been doing this nigga since the
like
2000s.
before you, before you,
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
So-
that's crazy.
But you know, that's how life works, especially when you a nigga and you keeping up good relationships and rapport with people.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean? So
right.
let's spin the show all the way back around to
Oh, for sure.
you. How did you get the name URG7?
Man, I was in a crew at the time, and there was a crew I was revisiting because they had been a former crew, but they changed their name. First they was the Microphone Master. Well, first they was the Scratch Patrol, then they was the Microphone Masters, and then they turned into the Unholy Alliance, and then they turned to Unholy Alliance since that sounded so threatening, possibly to certain people,
Right.
just into the initials UA. And when I came to the UAs, I was leaving a group called the Macadelics with Tweed Cadillac.
Macadelics.
Yeah, Tweed Cadillac and DJ Aladdin.
I'm motherfucking hard. That name still fly to me.
Yeah.
The Macadelics.
Yeah,
man.
so in that group, I was below zero. It was Tweed Cadillac, below zero, and DJ Aladdin, Silky Satin Aladdin,
Oh, you
DJ
was just
Aladdin.
that cold.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, when I came into the Unholy Alliance, which was more the UAs, which was more of a
Happier
conscious
vibe,
type of
yeah.
conscious type of
Yeah,
group.
conscious for sure.
It was like, well, what's your name? And I'm like, below zero, and they like, that's not gonna work.
That sounded a little too cold.
Why would you call yourself less than nothing? Let's analyze your name. Below zero. Okay, we get it. You trying to go 40 below, 30 below, 20 below. You got a thing. We get that.
You freezing.
But why would you call yourself less than nothing? Why would that be your name? Literally,
When you
less than
when you
nothing.
really go a little bit, a couple layers deeper, you really
gotta peel-
manifest
you gotta peel back
something
that
that you
onion.
might not want.
You got to peel back that onion. That
Come on
onion
now.
got layers.
Huh?
That's
Talk
why you're
about it.
crying.
Talk about it.
By the third one. Sometimes the first one.
Hello.
But yeah, they say, yeah, man, you the God, you're URG7, and that's what they called me, and I equated that to, you know, in the beginning, God made man in His own image. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, you are God. You are G.
okay.
And if you take that and you flip that with the alphanumeric, A, B, C, D, E, F,
Gee,
7.
that's fine.
Right there on the 7, so that's URG7.
I never asked you that. I always
Right
thought the
there.
urge was underground for some reason.
Yeah,
It just
nah,
it
man.
just
It just fit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's way better. I like that one way
But
better.
you know what's funny though? I like what you said too. So you know, I would love for people to just the people who don't know to equate it to whatever they feel like it is. You know, because it's a vibe. It's just like
Yeah,
that.
no, I
it's
like
just like
that one
that
better,
music
though.
with the
You
real
Are
young,
God is
the real
cold.
young LA. Hey, you are. Listen,
Come on.
listen,
People need to hear that.
listen. I want you to understand this.
It's the God in you.
If God created you, you
That part.
in His image,
You God.
no. Listen, I want you to. I'm like Steve Harvey. Let me finish the statement.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Walk him
Let me
down.
finish the question.
Walk him down.
But Trip, if God created you in His image, and I hate you,
You hate God.
period, because I'm looking at Him, because you were created in His image.
That part.
I'm literally looking at Him. So if I have any disdain for you at all in my heart, a bone of it.
Well, what I realize is this now. We're going to put another twist on that,
Yes,
right?
sir. Peel
So-
back the onion.
Okay, so if God is made and I look like Him and you hate me, right? What you really do, you really hate yourself because God is in you.
Right.
So
From
you're
the
not
start.
really hating me.
Right.
Because I never did nothing to you or whatever is bothering you from within, them devils that's shaking,
Them your own demons.
that's your own problem.
Those are your own demons.
So even when like I could be in the ghetto and I say what's up to niggas and they don't respond.
Right.
Or you could be in a rich neighborhood and say what's up to the people that live out there,
Right.
and they don't respond.
Right.
I just stop. I still say it because that'll make you not want to speak to people
You're
and say
absolutely
good
right.
morning to
You're
people.
absolutely
when
right.
people don't. But in reality, when I realize that's their problem,
Right.
you got something wrong with you.
Right.
Because I don't care if I'm black, white, girl, boy, whatever it is. It's a human.
Period.
Young,
First.
old,
First.
strong, weak,
First. Right.
whatever.
Right.
You're
Humanity.
talking to a human.
Humanity.
You hear
first.
me?
Yeah.
When you start putting the extras on it to make it why it's not a human to you or why you could look down on it,
Right.
that's just a personal problem that you got to deal with. You know?
Right. That's
So,
true. And that's a trait that you're carrying around in your personality, and that's luggage and baggage that you got to carry up that hill.
Yeah,
know
you
what I'm
never
saying?
let nobody stay somewhere and they ain't paying no rent. So you
Right.
can't be in my head.
Right.
You for the free.
Never.
For the F.
Never.
No, sir.
Nah.
So, URG7, what was the song that made you fall in love with hip hop?
Man, listen. It was a lot of Steady B and Stetsasonic, and you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, take us back, baby.
Yeah, man. It was a lot of that old school music, man. The early Nas, the Wu-Tang, you know, just a lot of that old school music. When I say that, I'm talking about Toddy T, the tapes that was coming through the neighborhood.
You
the
got
tape-
me having to press. I'm gonna have to Google some
Hey,
shit. I ain't even up on
the
everybody's
tapes that DJ
Steady
Quick.
B and Toddy T.
Man, DJ Quick had tapes coming through the treetop over there, you know what I'm saying? And everybody had tapes. Too Short had the tape. You know, I met this girl. Her name was Yolanda. Took her to the house and rode her like
So
a Honda.
I got now that you say that, I got two questions.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Too Short was the first person rapping like that, like on some of that pimp vibe on the music?
Nah. I feel like the first person I really heard go nuts was like Blowfly or somebody like
Blowfly.
that. To tell me some crazy pimp way out shit.
Yeah.
The story made me like, what?
What?
And if my mama ever knew I heard this album or saw the album
You in
cover, let
trouble.
alone heard the content,
That part.
I would have got kicked out.
Okay, then the next question is, do you think DJ Quick was the first person that was banging on wax? Because I heard that before.
Hold on, let me think real hard. Let me give it my real one. Really, I'ma say yes. In a way that it was more global, where it touched a lot of neighborhoods. But the first person that I knew that was really banging,
So you said he the first one that took the banner global, but
The
that
first-
first actual person that did it.
Kiki Loco, albino with the blonde
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah, from Harlem.
Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
I heard about him
He
before,
was
yeah.
the first. Ain't Joking Records. I was
Yeah.
sitting right there when he made it and all that. That's how far I go back. And he was super crypt out.
Yeah, I met him
way back.
early. I mean,
And was
fast
putting the
forward, 'cause
records
he used
out.
to be around when Glasses Malone
Putting the
had
records
Blue
out.
Division and
Stairway
shit.
to Heaven. I done seen his shows.
I ain't even
where they
up on game. I never
got the
listened
blue-
to
they
the
come out
music. I
with
gotta
the
go
blue-
press play.
Come
See?
out with the blue suits on and do the Stairway to Heaven and
Yeah.
with the canes and the gloves. And
Yeah.
that dude, man, and was really repping that.
Really pressing his issue.
And if he walked out the church house or wherever he was performing and you was outside with that, then that's what was up, because
Yeah.
he was him.
That's what he
they
on.
was. Period.
So that's what it was.
But
So,
he was the
okay.
first one I really
That's
knew.
dope.
Yeah.
I know you know.
Yeah.
So when you said that, it made me think about both of those. So that was a good answer.
Oh yeah. With the thing with Quick too, man, I had a chance to see the industry and how it works, man.
Yeah.
Because I once got invited.
I feel like Quick should be way bigger than he is.
Oh, he.
But go ahead.
David Blake is way bigger than
Let's talk
life.
about
A lot of people just don't know. But,
Let's talk
at
about
the
it.
end of the day, I just saw how the industry will press show buttons because I was invited to a show in Diego. I'm ash out there. Of course, it's all Bloods and super. Quick and Sugar Free came in a burgundy Lexus. It was like a convertible, and one of them was driving, and one of them was sitting up on the seats, and whatever.
Yeah.
It was red everything, barrettes and belts and everything. You know what I'm saying? So we there though, we peeping it out.
You seeing them in their prime,
Bro,
the official.
and
this
he
is
gets,
it.
bro, he gets on stage and do the tape. You know what I mean? He the same tape that's going through the neighbor. A crab jump out all dressed in gas, treetop motherfucker, shot him in the chest. The whole tape, and we sitting out there like. But then a few years later, when stuff get to happening in the industry with the Biggie and the Pac and the different things that start happening with the shootings and stuff like that, then it was like, well, nigga, you a gangster? Like, no, I'm not. Nigga, you a gangster? No, I'm not. Like, you know, let me separate myself like egg whites from the yolk to get this business done. My hood,
'cause I remember
my affiliations where I'm
something
from, that's
happened
one thing.
in the club.
Yeah.
And they was trying to accuse DJ Quick for doing it.
So
And he
put that
put
campaign,
that cold song out.
Come on, man, so that they understand where his perspective is, because sometimes you don't. Sometimes they crucifying you in the media and nobody knows your side.
And you know, since you're not media, you might not want to respond
Period.
in media.
And this was a little bit before social media
I done seen,
too.
yeah.
This was a little bit
PR and shit
before
like
social
that.
media. Thank you.
You know, I just seen people try to respond themselves and it don't work out because they
Right.
break that shit up and
Right.
look how he look and he's not
Right.
sad. And,
Right.
and when you could just do a song where you comfortable at and talk to him how you talk to him,
Right.
and it's gonna land much better.
Of
you
course,
know what I mean?
just like it did.
Yeah. So, yeah. URG7, was that your first rap name when you first started?
Nah, my first
Below Zero was it or?
Nah, man.
I already.
Listen,
That's one of them questions I like asking. It'd be funny.
My government is Gerald, and it's funny because every time I run into Slink, we start laughing.
Yeah,
No,
my
it's
nigga
funny. That's what I
Slick.
thought about.
Gerald.
He
and
said
Gerald.
it like he did too.
Yeah, Gerald and
Oh
Gerald.
yeah,
And we
I know.
start laughing.
I do a Gerald
So-
before I do him. That
so
was the
my
funny
first-
part when
yeah.
he said Gerald. I was like, yeah.
So my first rap name was, well, I'm the M-A-S, the T-E-R, the G with a double E. Well, I go by the unforgettable name of the one they call the Master G.
Yeah.
Hey, my name is known all over the world. That's how I did it on the playgrounds, and the kids couldn't hear the radio, and a lot of some kids had never even heard the whole song, and I knew it by heart, and I sat out
Master
there and
G.
do the whole rap.
I feel like that's how a lot of people start
And,
rapping. They start putting their names in all
That's
the.
it. That's it. So
then
as
you get-
Gerald, I was Master G, and then after that, my first official rap name, that was something away from plagiarism, apparent, but it was the Egyptian Prince, and this was way before it was an Egyptian lover or an Arabian Prince. So this was different. This was the movie The Prince of Egypt wasn't out. None of this hype around Egypt. I was just the Prince of Egypt, and my thing was I used to wear like karate suits, wave caps. You know what I mean? Because the wave cap represented that part of the Sphinx that when you looked at the Sphinx, it always looked at like, you know, like that, and then it came down. So that I always wore a wave cap because that gave me that Sphinx look. So that was kind of my thing back in the day, man.
Yeah, sir.
Karate suits and wave caps, looking like a real fruitcake.
Back in the day.
Hey, but we'll battle you to your shirts and your pants and everything is on my side. You taking off chains and all right, give me the jacket.
That part.
Come out the coat.
Niggas, you gotta give it up. That's
on,
crazy.
Man. That's what we was doing.
Battling for jackets,
That's what
whatever.
we was doing, man. Drive through McDonald's, anything, man. I remember one time some dudes got shot. Some dudes shot through the drive through into the McDonald's lobby, man, in Compton. You know,
Over a battle rap.
Yeah, man. No, it was over some gang banging.
Oh, okay, yeah. That part.
But no, we used to. What's funny is people used to come through the drive-through, and we used to, you know, because we rap, we used to literally be, you know, that mic you're supposed to be. We used to act up, you know what I mean? And we would literally get fired if they knew the kind of stuff that was coming over that mic, man. But we used to wild out because we was rappers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dog.
That's crazy. I ain't
But
never
that's a good way to make your job fun, you know?
Man, we took them microphones to another level.
Nigga rapping over the motherfucker. Can I get a number one? No. Let me talk to him. Get the busting on there.
Hey, and what he's saying is ridiculous because we used to be on that. You sure you don't want a number two? Is that what you want to do? You know, is that what you really want to do? You might want a number two.
Nigga like, hey,
it comes with the new drink.
I'm fit to pull up to the hip hop McDonald's from this shift. I know it's cracking.
I'm telling you, and that's what we used to be on there. We used to be on there. We'd beat on the tables during lunch, all that. And it's funny, man. To this day, you know how you go back to your old rap tote or your rap bag, man. I have McDonald's the tray paper flipped over with raps wrote on it. The tray paper.
Yeah,
that
they don't even know about that with the breakfast when they used to come with the.
Bro, listen, they bring you the plastic tray to eat on it. They have a paper on it, a little paper liner, and you set your food on there and you eat. Bro, when I went through my books, I'd open stuff. What the fuck is this McDonald's? Or flip it. It'd be a wrap on the other side. It'd be folded.
Nigga burnt out.
You look back at those wraps and be like to see what you was talking about back then.
Hilarious, just mind blowing, bro. Listen,
crazy.
One of my homeboys recently was like, yeah, man, I was at your studio. I seen that long-ass tote, all them old-ass raps, bro. You need to go through them and then revamp them. I went through. I started picking up raps because this was a fan. Used to get the tapes. Like I had them on tape. He used to get my tapes. He started pumping me up. I went through there, man. First rap I started reading had the word skeezer in it.
Skeezer.
It was a rap.
Yeah.
I didn't go no further, bro, because it was gonna have to be a lot of revamping.
Yeah. Nigga got old slang. Scallywag.
Yeah, you was supposed to have to go through there and really.
Nigga there have to load that bitch in AI for. Can you put this in 2025 for me? Because I'm tired. I got like 99 more to do.
Hey, look, this is 1980 slang, and we need this updated all the way to 2020.
What are they saying nowadays?
Man, for real, man.
A skeezer. We still say skeezer to a certain extent.
Nah, bro. We say boppers and all types of shit.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
if you hear a dude say skeezer, no, if you ever somewhere, if you get in a club, right?
It's a certain person I got to look to see a skeezer.
Listen,
you can still pull it out, you skeezer.
Listen,
but that's not off the dribble, though. Hell no.
If we all in the club, us three right now, we chilling, we talking right now. We like, yeah, man, what's up? Yeah, man, she look at that. And then I'm like, yeah, dog, she's a skeezer. I'd be like, the whole record would stop like.
That's what it's scratch.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
The whole club gonna stop.
It's the skeezer.
I know this nigga.
They start putting their drinks down. I can't.
Oh man, I know I'm at
I can't breathe the same air, dog. It's oxygen in here. I can't breathe what this dude is breathing. Whatever's got him alive, I don't want to breathe.
Since we in that bag, give me some more of the old terms they used to call them. We'll give me some of the old ones, man, because it might have to bring it back, man.
I don't know, man, but the stuff I saw on that paper, man, I was actually embarrassed because I was too young to be talking like that.
I used to tell people, the thought got cracking. I used to say that ain't nothing but a good old hood rat. That used to be a hood rat. Remember that?
Yeah.
That certain terms started to be. Oh, that's too disrespectful. They used to take it away because all them terms is disrespectful to a certain extent. But they let it ride. You hear me?
But and then it's the way you do it too.
Then it start going too far, and it's like, all right, that's out.
It's the way you do it.
Don't nobody want to be a thought no more. Remember, at first it was cool to be a thought. Now that's out. You said thought.
She come through. We at the club. She come through the door. You like, oh, what's that? I'm like, rat tat tat tat. Feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's still there, but like you just said, you can pull it out, but it's like it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
We just calling them yeahs now.
Yeah, oh, that's it.
Nigga with a little yeah right here.
Come on, man. And that's funny because I just left.
Yeah, she got some on her.
I just left Alabama, and the dude said, I'm going to go see my little yeah.
Yeah, that part.
He said, I'm going to go see my little yeah.
You know what he meant, though.
I said, what the?
You know what he meant, though.
Your little yeah.
Huh?
Wow.
That's my little yeah.
Wowzers for your trousers. That blow me away right there.
Yeah, niggas always got some turn.
And you cold. Because how you be having all that lingo from here to NYC and back? That's incredible, man. I love individuals that's bi-coastal. Yeah, bi-coastal.
I could say it's a gang of words that's in L.A. that's regular words now that niggas don't know where they came from. But pressure, they didn't know pressure was. We brought that to the city. The word for
I love pressure.
For the win. That was one of my songs. That's a regular word now.
Right.
I ain't gonna keep going, but yeah, that's just two regular words. But yeah, you know, we stay.
Yeah, we the
popping
king.
them
Yeah,
hot,
we the
hot
king of
grease,
taking something,
rapping,
taking something and blowing it
I
up.
fuck with people all over the world. I
yeah.
fuck with older people, so you might hear an old word and bring it. You just twisting all this shit. Ain't nothing new under the sun.
No,
you know,
you right, man. You right.
Niggas just some niggas know how to make shit pop, and then some people don't.
You right.
You know what I mean?
You right.
Even when I start putting the zigzag around the blunt, niggas like, what the fuck? And I'm saying, watch in about a year, you gonna see everybody blowing these motherfuckers.
Right.
Nigga call me like, ain't this crazy? Everywhere I go, I see it. Man, we smoking like that now.
Right. As a matter of fact. Yeah, man. So
Fire that thing up.
No, man. This is just a blessing, man, to look you in the face and to be this close to you and to see what you've done and see what you've been able to amass as an individual.
My God.
And then to know you from a young man all the way to now as a grown man, and to see how you move and to see the respect level and to see the work ethic. That's another thing that's astonishing.
Niggas get lazy.
I have a work ethic to where people often say like, damn, man, like, okay, you doing a 12-hour shift, then you left there, you went to the set, then you left the set, you went to the studio, then let's see you from the studio, you're at your son thing at the school, then you with your wife at the store, then you back in, I'll pop back on your thing, and you back in your studio, and I'm like, well, when did he sleep? Because I've been watching this thing since the. But it's like, yeah, man, it's shit to do, and I'm gonna sleep when I'm done.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? I cannot lay my head down.
If I sit down too long, I'm gonna fall asleep. Everybody know that because I'm on the
me too.
Real 3, like you said. This nigga told me in 4 days he worked 48 hours or something. So come on, man. I'm on that exact time, man. I'm still working out, still leaving the club. So we leave the club. All three of us are both coming from somewhere else, doing something else. You was at Rolling Loud, he was at something. I just done a 12-hour shift, and everybody was here for the thing at the time they were supposed to be here for the thing. You know why? Because you either got excuses or results.
Period.
You could either told me it was it was a big old traffic jam. I had to get gas. I forgot my wallet. My keys ain't work. Or you could have just been here.
Period.
Woke up on time.
Period.
Did the shit you had to do.
Period.
You know, I like living like that. I don't even like being behind and all that.
Me either.
I don't even work good on that time.
Me either.
I work good being a little bit ahead. Being able to rest, get my thoughts together. When I'm running behind, I'm on the phone.
I feel like I have a cushion and I'm not sweating. So I love to be the same exact way.
So we gotta transfer into the movies in a second, but I still got a few rap questions for you.
Oh yeah, man. Take your time. Take your time.
I like to ask people who they top 5 of all time, and then who the top 5 that you listening to right now if you was gonna drive to Vegas. So we're gonna start off with the first one. Ain't no certain order. But I just like the people get the character from you. They might get a vibe of what your music gonna be like just by hearing your top 5.
My top 5 MCs, man. Let's put Rakim in there.
That part. That was one of my pop's favorites. R.I.P.
I got to, man. I got to put the people in that inspire me. I can't really be influenced by anybody else's.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Every time I pull up to my pop's grave, so I'm gonna play some Rakim because that was his nigga.
Listen,
he used to pull up banging.
Certain people inspired us in life to really, move, and this is a dude that really made a tremendous impact.
I could say a few people when they listen to my music, they figure out what style I like. They like, let me take you back to what person that used to be on that type of vibe back in the day, so you could listen to that shit. Whatever you get out of it, you can get out of it, but just listen to him. And Rakim was definitely one of them people.
Right. Yeah. Okay, let's go to AZ. You know what I'm saying?
AZ, that's the one that used to be next to Nas that people be sleeping on a lot. Let's talk about AZ.
Yeah, man. AZ is a tremendous, prolific artist, man. He was in the firm with Dre and Foxy and Nas, and he's been holding down his borough, man, where he's from for a long time. He get a lot of respect in a lot of different categories of MCing, from creativity, his storytelling, his the street smarts and the
IQ,
punchline, his street IQ, punchlines and metaphors, just everything, man. And the dude he's a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? Reminds me a lot of like a Papoose or like a early Cannabis, like just real greasy with
That's
it.
one of them real rappers of the rapper.
Real greasy, man. So we got Rakim, we got AZ. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in Nas, man. I got to, just because of the impact that he's made bi-coastally as well. And then I have to say Ice-T, man, because like when I turned 19, when I turned 19 and I saw that cover, man.
Yeah, you said, oh yeah, I'm on that.
It was over. You know what I'm saying? And then the last group I'll put up in there, man, I'd have to say they're a group, man, Run DMC, dog, because they changed my life. And that's just my top 5
So
of
with
the
that being
MCs
said,
that
just look
inspired
at a
me.
nigga fit right now.
Yeah, that inspired me. Yeah, it's
breathe
crazy.
on 'em.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, that shit
Crazy.
still in style. That shit
crazy.
never go out.
All the way. Look.
Hey, and I can tell you got the good one too.
There you go.
Hello.
There they go, all the way. All the way, man. So yeah, man.
You got this good sweatsuit, the one that blocked the wind a little bit. Some of them have that thin thing on. You ever
The
talking about?
one that blocked the wind a little
They got
bit.
that thin thing. They got that heavy thing
I know
on,
what
man.
you're talking
Come
about.
on now.
Yeah, I got the big pants. I got the big pants.
Come on now.
But yeah, those are the people that inspired me when I was growing up, man. But I listened to everybody, man. Houdini, Jekyll and Hyde,
Talk about it.
Freaking Frack, Antoinette. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you
I
want me to tell you
listened
what's funny? I've
everybody,
always heard people say like freaking frack, like miscellaneous. So when that little freaking frack, I didn't know that was a rap group.
Bro, Freaking Frack, bro.
This nigga,
Antoinette.
you done gave me about
Just
3.
like,
I'm
yeah.
telling you because I'm in my head. Look,
It was a bunch of groups.
you said
MC
Tootie
Light was
T.
cracking back. Toddy T.
Toddy T.
Listen, the battle ram went
that's
through
what
my
that is.
path.
Okay,
the
I
battle
had it.
ram.
Okay,
Toddy
okay.
T.
Okay, the other one I think you said damn, my homie named Flashy B, but then it's somebody you
No,
said
Steady B. Steady B.
Okay.
Let the hustlers play. Okay,
I do know that song too. That's crazy.
Yeah,
All right.
come on, bro. These the dudes
All
that
right.
was doing it back then.
All right,
Like when
who-
you turned on the box at the house, these the dudes that was on your box.
I'm thinking I'm not knowing what they music, and I actually
Yeah,
do know
you
they
do,
music.
man. But you know why though? Because you wasn't that. It's funny, man. When I met you, they was calling you nonchalant, and basically they wouldn't even call. He's so nonchalant that the shit went to just lant. What the fuck? The fuck? You can't even say the whole name, you lazy bastards.
That's
He
just
just
crazy.
lant. Yeah.
And you know from
So-
there is how I got to L.A.
Yeah,
Young
but
L.A.
that's nuts. But that's
but the
always been his personality. Yo, y'all want to come in the lab? Yo, we going to play ball, The fuck are these niggas on?
Nah, it's live.
Hey, it's free. Did I mention you didn't have to pay a penny? Snapbackers, hey, threw his towel over his shoulder, bro. These kids is gone. But again, respect, individuality, and doing what they wanted to do, and that's what I've always seen him doing in life. So to see him doing what he want to do right now, it's absolutely no difference in me meeting him at 15 years old all the way to now. From the time I met him, he was always doing what he wanted to do. And most of the time, probably what he had to do, unbeknownst to other people in the background, but definitely not seeing him be a follower. I've always seen him move to the beat of his own drum. And that's real Young LA to me. When I sum it up and I look at it all, man, I'm just proud, dog. I couldn't be no prouder. Because I done seen too many people not make it, too many people not live up to
a lot of niggas don't get to hear
potential.
somebody say they proud of them.
Bro, listen, live up to their potential, dog. I done seen, it's people on my hard drive right now, that they family members call like, yo, you know, it's Granny on her deathbed, and you know, she just want to hear the sound of his voice, and it's like, bro, damn, why you didn't put your fucking music out? Now people calling my house, it's like, I was the last person that you record. Your kids want to, it's like, you don't understand when you don't, when you don't have that follow through.
Yeah.
With a basketball shot, it's a follow through. Golf
I tell
swing,
niggas all
follow
the
through.
time,
Baseball bat, follow through. Bowling
with the
swing,
great
follow
idea,
through.
you have to have execution.
You gotta
And
do
niggas
it,
be
man.
having hella great ideas.
Listen,
but no execution.
one of my mans passed away because the
shout
guy
out to him.
got
Rest in
hit on.
peace to him.
Another one got hit on the Metro link. Got hit by a Metro link.
Damn.
And passed away, man.
I hope
and
they paid his family.
His people was hitting me though, like, yeah, it's music. What do you want? And then let me give you the catch-22 real quick, a quick one. So I got his video on my YouTube. Now, people like, oh, is you trying to eat off the nigga? You dead? You trying to monetize the shit? Swear to God on my kids, this shit wasn't monetized enough. Just a tribute to my man's, like when you could go and see him, period, because he ain't here no more. Bro, the way this shit went was, I was getting so much, I was in the middle, bro, because
I
people
call
didn't
that
handle,
hate mail.
But listen, people didn't handle their business.
Yeah.
People didn't handle their business. So I was in the middle. This is what happened when you don't execute, like you just said. I'm in the middle of this. So I take the video down. A year passed. My phone ring.
Can you put the video back up?
Nah, nothing like that.
Okay.
A year passed. My phone ring. I'm at a venue. I'm just coming off stage. I answer the phone. I got like 4 people on a 4-way call just screaming. What the fuck wrong with you, dog? What the fuck fuck you do that for, dog? That's fucked up. It's the homie birthday. We went up there to try to see the video shit, try to get some drinks, try to smoke shit, try to just pay tribute to the homie. We go on to YouTube, shit, say they took the video down. Why you do that stupid ass shit, bro? Why you take the video down? So I got one side of the family and the friends thinking I'm trying to monetize the shit and eat off the dead. Another side of the family want to see him and celebrate him, and
Well,
that's
like
the
you
only
was trying
place
to
they
do
could
the
go.
tribute. Yeah, they get what you was doing.
To go there, because that's where you could see him, because he ain't here no more. But because they didn't finish the mission of what was on that hard drive now, I'm left with what to do with it, and I don't want that responsibility.
I feel you. 100%.
I want artists to be like you and just have a good work ethic and try to finish what they start. Because no matter what happens to you, it's all there. It's all documented.
Digital legacy.
It's all there.
Facts.
It's not in you. It's not in a notebook somewhere. The formula's not hidden. It's right there.
That part.
And I didn't see you put no tricks up your sleeve like David Copperfield. You did it right in front of motherfuckers.
Oh man, I ain't
Ta-da!
I be telling them I ain't got no rich dad and no
Right.
cosign.
Right.
I'm the Lil Wayne and the baby in this situation here, man.
Right.
That part.
Right.
So let me hear the top 5 who you listening to right now, man.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Oh, well, that's the only way I want you to be.
Okay, I'm not listening to nobody right now.
Okay.
But the real Young LA and my homeboy G-Land.
That part.
That's what I'm listening
Okay,
to.
so
I don't
yeah.
really got a top 5. That's my
So
top
shout
2.
out to G Lynn, man.
Yeah. I'm not. The reason I really don't try. I try to let. Oh, you know what? La Russell. I've
Russell
been
going
checking out a
crazy.
little bit of La Russell.
For sure. Shout out
here
to
and
La
there.
Russell.
So I
He
can't- I
changed
got-
the game
so
up, and
that's-
I like to
You
give
asked
him
for
his
5. I
credit.
at least gave you 3.
I say top 3 if the top 3 is great
excuse me.
too.
So no, that's what I could think of. But here's the thing with me. As a writer and an artist, I try not to listen to dudes when I'm in the middle of my creative process.
That part.
And because I'm working on 2025 material, I have not lent my ear to a lot of new music other than the stuff I just mentioned because of the fact that I don't want to be consciously or unconsciously influenced by anything.
Respectfully.
That's it.
I feel like I listen to niggas' music just so I can know what not to do.
And that's incredible.
You hear me? But
you know,
sometimes,
what's funny,
on the other
what's
side,
funny
it's
is,
just
I
staying
just,
that's
guess what?
it's two sides to it. That's how
No.
God made everything.
Hey,
it's day and night,
it's
light and dark.
Hey, if you
get me?
turn a dollar bill over and flip
That
a
part.
coin, just like you said. But guess what? What I've been taught at this age that I am right now, man, is, you know, this man right here is an investor. When he take his horse out there, it's like 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9 horses out there. Sometimes 13, 12. Listen, he don't want his horse paying attention to nothing.
Right.
So he put these on.
Right.
And when that horse start running, he ain't worried about what's over there. He ain't worried about what's over there. He ain't worried about the noise in here, which is his ears. He had these on, and he's running his race.
All consciousness.
Running his race.
All
What you
thinking
say you
about
wrote on
is-
that wall in affirmations earlier. Focus. He's running his race. He can't even see these people. That's what the blindfold represents. He can't even see these motherfuckers.
That part.
He is running
Have you
his
ever been
race.
so locked in that
Focused.
you can't see nothing but the goal?
That's it, man. That's how you get to the finish line.
That
Because
part.
if you can't see it, you can't be it. You have to see yourself
Oh,
breaking
can
the
we
tape.
say that one more time?
If you can't see it, you can't be it.
And that's one of the most powerful things that I realized. If you can't vision yourself and start living on
that
that
ain't
time
it.
already,
Then that ain't it.
for you.
That ain't it then.
You hear me?
Yeah, you have to
can
go
have
find
a
something
Bentley
else.
if you can get on that time.
You're
If
absolutely
you go
right.
talk to the man and get what time he on and understand his vibe and how he pressing for his blessing, you can have a Bentley too. You get what I'm saying? But you got to be able to see it first to be able to be it. You hear me?
Listen. Hand me that morning show bag. I just want to prove a point.
Oh yeah, talk to him, please.
Anything that we see, including this microphone, this ashtray, was visualized by somebody before it was created. This was not a creation until somebody thought of it and did it. This microphone was not a creation until somebody thought of it and did it. Doing a podcast, I'm looking over here on the floor. I'm not putting my man out there, but they got stands over there, mic stands, short ones, like with the bass and just a mic. Somebody created that, but somebody created something better that's right here in front of me. That's an arm. So like Everything we dealing with was created. Somebody put this juice in a bottle, gave it a plastic top and a seal so nobody can tamper with it. This was created this as an idea. You know what I'm saying? The WB Morning Show. Hello. You are now tuned in to the... Don't fuck up the drop. You are now tuned in to the WB Morning Show. Don't touch that dial and don't change the channel, and we'll be right back. You are now rocking with the real Young LA. This was created. What was put in the bag, what was created. Before it was created, it was a thought, because this is the most powerful computer we have. So what you have to realize, man, is that anything that's not growing is dead. You have to continue to create.
Come on now.
You have to continue to come from a place where nobody else came from. And remember, an original is always worth more than a copy.
And just to add on to that, I feel like all ideas is from God. Now, if you do your job and make it real, then we got everything flowing, you know. So just as right. Like people know law, like one law that everybody knows is karma,
right?
But another law is the law of flow,
right? So
whenever you the person that's stopping the flow, you're cursing yourself, because the opposite of a blessing is a curse. You get what I'm saying?
You're the problem. You're the immediate.
So sometimes you gotta let shit flow. Could be through you. It might not be your turn right now. You wondering why everything is you getting it and it's going through you, because you got to learn flow.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, so when you get these ideas, write them down.
You never lied. You have to put it on paper.
Yeah, because when sometimes they come faster than you can even
revisit them.
It might not even be right now, but you got to have that thing down. So
already,
if you own that.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So everything you saying is real. And when you put it down in writing, it becomes real. Like the words in the Bible, or like anything else you read in school, or like a plan, or like something you put on a memo, or something your boss gives you, or the words on your paycheck, you know, writing and the numbers on there, it becomes real once you write it down. If it's just an idea, that's just the embryo of a thought. After you put it on paper, the thought is now in process. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you see those computers now and they buffering. Once it comes out of your mind and you add it to the paper, you're buffering. And now you could take it. You could take the idea anywhere. You actually have it in a place where you could draw it in a bubble and draw lines around it and put. Let's equate the pluses and the minuses of this situation. You have it in a place where now it's isolated and you can work on it.
Mm-hmm. Got to put that work in.
Yes, sir.
That's dope, man. So let's transfer into the movies, man. You've been going crazy, and that's one of the things when we hook back up. I said, damn, this nigga talented, cause I definitely seen you doing the rap shit crazy, but in the movie you've been going crazy, and from the movies you doing, from how they moving and all the people you got in there, all the way to how you just be having different motherfucking outfits and catching them different accents and getting in them different. I done seen you do the police bag, like a English bag, a slave bag, every bag you really could get in. You would go find a motherfucking set for it.
Oh yeah.
The outfits, get your extras, and do the whole place. So let's talk about that. Well, how did you?
You know, I got my break, man, with acting back in the early 90s, man, with Stephen Boschko, the same director. He rest in peace now, but the same guy who gave you guys Hill Street Blues and a lot of your earlier cop classics. Dramas and TV classics, The District and stuff like that, just a bunch of shows. But he gave me a break on a show called Cop Rock. I did that. As far as an actor, I acted in always in high school and in junior high school, and even in college, I was a thespian. I was always part of the drama class. I was always part of the school productions as well as church productions, and I just put that over into, you know, my passion for the arts, man. I've always loved music and acting, and even in school, I was in my electives was music and drama. So, you know, and then I might have done sports on the side, but that was, you know, extracurricular. I already had my electives, music and drama, and that followed me from even grade school all the way through high school, and then about a year and a half of college before I got my first deal and my first record deal. So I've always been able to do both. I have a passion for both, but the acting really came alive, man, when I started working with a bunch of college kids and just different people who had access to cameras and gear. I started putting myself on sets and making myself available to come out and see what people was doing and stand around the set, whether they used me or not. I lucked up and got in a few a few productions and did a good job. A few people saw my work. That translated into more people wanting to work with me. That translated into a bunch of work that turned into like a movie reel, actors reel, and then that turned into a bunch of people wanting to give me opportunities and me showing up, taking advantage of that.
Yes,
Again, with just God and the work ethic, no publicist, no manager, you know what I'm saying, no label behind me.
All off the knuckles.
Yeah, no big company, no Maybelline, no L'Oreal. It's just
that
me.
part.
Yeah, but I've been able to take those opportunities and spin them off into television, radio, as well as movies. And a lot of people don't know, man, I'm the voice of the top 40 radio over in the UK.
Oh no,
I'm the guy,
that's tight.
40, 39, 38, 37, 35.
Oh yeah, we for sure need to. We need to good.
That. I'm the guy to do the numbers. I introduced the host and everything.
We need to good. You gave us a good drop already.
Oh, you're gonna snatch that right out. That's why I told you to be quiet, so wasn't nothing
get
on
that food when I shut it right. I shut it right on up. You hear me?
Business, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you got that one for the low.
I was just affirming what you were saying though, because when you were saying it, I feel where you was going.
Yeah.
And I said yes. He said, "Don't even yes sir me right now.
Leave it all the way dry." Yeah,
nah,
you can do that after the fact. You put,
my boy Cam.
Look, you can put peanut butter, jelly, mustard, mayo, anything you want on it now.
Yeah,
it's clear.
So a lot of people be like, my boy Cam don't be talking a lot and all that, but that's how you would say that. He be to snatch that up and he doing all
done
that.
The whole thing, yeah.
And we call them TDs, man.
What was
the technical difficulties,
Listen,
handling all of that.
What was crazy was
we don't have a lot of them, y'all. When I say that, he feel like I be saying like we always having problems. If you know me, you know we don't have no problems. But I still like to say, before a problem even make it to us, while we still talking, he didn't hardly handle it.
Period.
Some people can't even let a nigga accidentally drop something.
I came in here today.
You like, what happened?
I came in here today, man, and it was one issue. My man needed to get some breakfast in him. Thank goodness to the show. A shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the WB Morning Show. I came in here to breakfast mimosas, you know what I'm saying, and breakfast sponsored by the show after working a 12-hour shift overnight with no sleep and doing about another hour and a half drive to get
on
here.
That road.
I came in here to breakfast with morning mimosas and the finest salad that you can find.
Hello.
So at the end of the day, shout out to the show just for making their guests feel so comfortable and being so hospitable. Whether we family or not, there's a certain level of professionalism that you expect and or anticipate when you're going to do an event and or a show, and you may not know what to expect. That's why I said anticipate. But when you get there and you see the level that the show goes through to make the show successful, the guest successful, and the guest comfortable, man, you can't do nothing but just sit here like I'm doing and be super blowed. And as you can see, it's up. I'm up. I'm good.
And when people ask me, so what is the morning show about, man? It ain't nothing but a morning conversation over some blunts, man.
Right.
It could go whatever way we take it, man. If you want to start off taking them back, guess what? That's where we going.
Yeah.
And,
I like that too, because a lot of times like you get places and it's a format and you start hearing, which means wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
You start hearing that three clap.
Yeah.
When the three click or the three clap come in, whatever you're doing, it's like,
Yeah, so in the podcast world, like the average show is like an hour for the most part.
Right.
But me, I try to keep mine down to 30 minutes.
I like that.
But because I just know the average viewer, I go for the ghetto. In the ghetto,
Quick.
when you look at two numbers, an hour long or 30 minutes, 20
you gonna watch this
let me
quick
go
one.
I get that in real fast.
Yeah, real quick.
So fast forward, now that we getting bigger and shit, we've been having it for a while. People are already getting accustomed. They want to watch it and shit.
Right.
It's okay to let it go longer if it got to go longer sometimes. And I didn't have some when we first started at the beginning. I was and, all right, it's over with. And nigga, by the time we did close up, they like, nigga, did you just end the interview?
Right.
I'm like, yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
They like, why did you do that? I'm like, yeah, I only go 30 minutes. They're like, bro, don't do that to me. I done drove and and like you said, when a nigga drove an hour to get here and you do a 25-minute interview, you drive an hour back. That's 2 hours between me. So sometimes you gotta let shit flow. Back to the law of the flow. And with Cam, that's what we own. And I try to keep it me. man, but when I know how it is, you see somebody, they need extra help, extra time. What you gonna? Hey, you gotta hurry up over here. Hey, bro, you don't see what I see what you going. I see what time. We gonna let it do what it do. And people got multi sides. Some people, you know, they got what they trying to promote, say what they say,
and get on. Because they might have another.
And some people, like you said, we just talk about the rap. We had to get off in there because we really needed to, because you really rap.
But you really rap and deserve that attention. And the crazy part is, for me to see you at the level you are and see your work ethic, it is incredible. Because I saw where it started, and I knew when I saw you, when I heard you in my studio, I'm like, bro, this dude right here, this dude gonna be a problem. If this guy wants to be he's not a problem. He's a good kid. But if this guy wants to be a problem, this guy could be a problem. Period. Who could stop him? Who could stop it? Because he's doing it now, and he hasn't even graduated high school. So guess what? My pen was like, it was smoke coming off the paper, because I had to make sure that I'm stepping my game up to the level, because I want that same reaction. I want them jumping out their seats when I say some slick shit. I want to say spit a 16 and have niggas like, man, just run it back. Just play it. Don't say shit. Just play it again. Yeah. I want them just like that. I'm like, damn, well, they ain't never,
So now it's like, I be liking to have that thing with the engineer too, because now people, you could be dope when you finish and they play it back.
Right.
Niggas don't know how you recorded it or whatever, but when they play it back, it be dope to the people. But I know when me and the engineer, he like, I like recording with him. That's even make it more fun for me too. You know what I mean? So that shit it's all part of the game. If you love this shit like we love it, it's passion, and you really go get in there and do what we do. And like I said, it'd be 3 in the morning, I'd be fresh from all that shit, dozing off, and it's your turn to rap. Go in there and do what I do real fast.
Because that's what you do, though. Yeah. And what's funny to me is you've always done it. So if somebody told me you didn't do it, that would be surprising.
That part.
But like I said, we've lost a lot of soldiers for a lot of reasons. A lot of people that started with us, that's not gonna finish with us necessarily in the way they started.
Right. And then if you was to ask how you envisioned it and how it is, it don't always link. And that's one thing I realized.
At all.
But shit, sometimes you gotta, what they say, like a paradise. You gotta be like a paradise. You gotta go with roll with it now, man. Huh?
You're right.
You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, it is what it is, man. It's like that game. It's like that game with that game we played as kids where all the marbles was called Survival. All the marbles would be on the board, and you had slots, and everybody would get a turn to pull a slot. But if you pulled the wrong slot in your marble, you know what I'm saying, you lost the marble, then you just kind of out the game. You know what I'm saying?
So what it is. So
it's just like that out here, man.
It's fucked up, but it's real. Yeah, you know what I mean? I like to stay on the real side.
Oh yeah, we losing soldiers every day. We just talked about it before the show started. We losing people, man, and it's been actively happening around us. Even the Angie Stone thing with me just coming back from Montgomery. Mobile, Alabama, and she passed away coming from Montgomery on the same road. So I have to ask myself and ask God, okay, what is this about? You know what I'm saying? Why am I still here?
He said, I'm here for a real reason. And 50 Cent, I always remember this. He got hit like I got hit, but he ain't breathing.
Right.
So guess what? Yeah. And now look at 50. He doing all kind of shit. Yeah. So
big
that shit
money.
Be real. So
big
look at you.
Ain't
no telling what's fit to be coming.
Yeah, man. I mean,
can see it coming. I manifest some shit. A channel show.
Listen, I appreciate you.
I see a nigga on channel whatever.
I appreciate
with
you.
With a whole play or on there with the reoccurring.
Yeah.
Episode 11, season 11, episode 7,
Manifest, man.
All that type of shit,
standing
man.
out there with Tyler Perry or something. We gonna go get the real bag.
I got a partner who be casting movies.
I got a lot of people to bless.
So,
let's do
and
that,
I know you
man.
do a lot of stuff. So yeah, man. And even like I've been in a few movies a little bit now too. So
hey, you know
I
what?
understand it, and I think that's dope as hell. And I see when people walk around saying, "Oh yeah, I seen you in the movie." That shit is big. It's like rap is big.
No, it is.
And niggas fuck with that. I seen your video and it's dope.
Right.
But nigga, like I just seen this nigga in the movie.
Right, it's different.
You feel me?
It hit a little different. Yeah, it hit a little different.
Man.
So no, at the end of the day, man, it's been a blessing. You know, I have a few movies on Amazon. I have my show is at Tubi. It's called Hip Hop Circus. I was able to do a bunch of casting.
They just didn't know it was you.
I was able to do a bunch of casting.
Sometimes you trying to put niggas up on shit, and sometimes they like, oh, that's old boy who put that out. Yeah, that's old boy.
Right.
That's him.
Yeah, so I was able to do a bunch of casting, man, because he needed people and I knew people, and so I got a bunch of folks. folks and, you know, got them involved. So I was able to do a bunch of casting for that, which was cool. And then I was in Bang Bang Betty, and that's streaming at Amazon Prime, that's streaming at YouTube, and that's streaming at Tubi as well. Bang Bang Betty, as well as Bang Bang Betty's Revenge, which was the sequel. And for Bang Bang Betty, the first one, I was able to do a bunch of casting too, man. I got a bunch of people involved, got a bunch of people, you know, got a check, you know, some business, a contract, and you know, that's a big part of it, man. So when you put that energy out there, you just want it back. So that's good to hear. You know what you said. I was chopping it with another one of my homies, Big Steel, and he got a script right now. He shot over to me, and I read that. So we'll see what's happening with that. And he was saying he might be able to get MC8 in the movie. So if we did that,
shit in the works.
You just got to keep moving, man. You just got to let, like you just said, let it all flow.
Yes, sir.
If you stop in the flow, what you say? If you stop in the flow, then you the one blocking the blessing.
Come on, man.
Let it flow.
Hey, man, I'd say
good or bad, let it flow.
When you let all the smoke clear, then you see where everything settle.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
I'm
sir.
trying to keep smoking it up. I don't want to see where shit settle.
Right.
I want this to be falling through today. This might fall too. When you let everything settle, you back at square one trying to get shit
trying
back.
to get it back up in the air.
I'm keeping it smoky. I just did something yesterday. Did an interview. I was there. Left. Did that. When everything fall, I'm not gonna be here. Well, let me see where it's going with that. No, I'm doing something today.
Right.
We're gonna do this to get off and do that. And then the next day we're gonna let's see how the interview. No, we're gonna do that. And
what's funny is people don't understand when you work like that, man. Because you know I have a family, so sometimes you know, wife, you might get at me like, same shit you said earlier. It's funny because you've been speaking my Bible. You've been speaking my life. You're not a machine. You're not a robot. You got to get some sleep. You're not young anymore like you used to be. And in my mind, I'm like, I'll never put off for tomorrow some shit I could do today because now I just got some extra shit to do tomorrow.
Hello.
I could have done that. You know what I'm saying? I could have done that 3 times.
I'm right here ready to do it now.
So at the end of the day, I feel like you look at the greats, man. It's still people trying to show clips of Bernie Mac on a cruise ship somewhere. Like, people never get enough content, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, we look at, you know, Rick James, Red Fox. People never get enough content. Flip Wilson, going back playing these old shows from the 60s and 70s. We have an opportunity to give them the content right now and to create it and make it. It doesn't matter who's tuning in and who's not. Once you create the content, it's forever created. This is just about where it goes from there, and the format is played in, or you know what platform it's on. But at the end of the day, so to see you do the movie, to see you do the music, to see you do the videos, to see you do the interviews, to see you do the features, that's all content, man. That's all stuff that nobody in your family's gonna call me, hey man, Young LA, could you send us a video? You did an interview at your house, could you please send us we want to hear the sound of his voice. It's his birthday. I'm never gonna get that fucking call, ever.
Right.
And that feels great. Because you fulfilling your purpose, man, and that just feels good to know that when you out here and God give you a gift, you know, you use it. You spoke on earlier how, you know, those be messages from God. Well, guess what? He spoke to Moses, he spoke to Noah. So you're absolutely right. And what you do with it when you get it, that's on you. Just like you said. But guess what? I'm looking at a dude that was 15, and whatever age you are now, you might as well have been that same age when I met you.
That's why when they young.
Period.
I was always the old.
Period.
But now it's like young, but it's crazy because
you did your thing.
Life
man.
Is, you know,
Full
they
circle.
say the night is young.
Full circle.
So it's like certain shit
all
you
the way
just
back
gotta
around.
catch, and you still, you know, we gonna, you know, we own it like we want it. You know how people say you supposed to be owning like you own it
all the time.
So you could tell how much I want it because how much I'm on it. You know what I'm talking about? So
all the time.
Just certain shit that you know how people say it and they don't live by it.
Exactly.
We ain't doing none
but
of
see,
that.
listen, what's funny is you only gonna get out at the end of the day. You're only gonna get out of a situation. If you really know what's going on in life, you're only gonna get out of a situation what you put in it, and and that's not even always the case. I damn near
said that in about 10 episodes. You know what I call that? The Xerox machine.
Right.
If you put that motherfucker in there and press copy, what you getting out of that thing? What you put in there?
Right.
You can't never get nothing more than what you put on that motherfucker.
So at the end of the day, man, if you're gonna do it,
I'm loading it up. We gonna keep loading it up.
Granny used to tell me 2 things. Shit or get off the pot.
Hello.
That meant somebody else might want to do something. If you ain't wait. If you ain't doing nothing but just sitting there,
that part.
Somebody else might want to do something. The second thing, The second thing, in life, sugar, I don't care what it is. I'd rather have it and not need it.
Hello.
Than to need it and not have it.
Come on now. I tell everybody like that.
And that's how Granny talked to me.
Man, this shit like a
And
bottle of hot sauce.
two
You want to
things
put
that's
some
stuck.
hot sauce on your shit.
Two things
and
that's
you
stuck.
pull it out, and where's your shit at? Now at that point of time, that's all that matters. It don't motherfucker $1 million. Nothing. All you need is some hot. Hey, that shit got to be there. Where everything
Period.
need to be where it got to be until you need it.
Period.
You know what I'm talking about?
Period. And if you live like that and set yourself up for success, man, you know you got to put your ducks in a row, man.
Shout out to Granny, man. Granny's giving so much game. They just got to listen.
Just get their ducks in a row, man. Yeah, the old folks got that wisdom, bro. They didn't solve.
All right, so look for the people in the back.
Yeah.
You know they heard ducks in a row 1,000,000 times, but they don't really know what that means.
Look,
just
man,
give them what the ducks in a row mean.
Look, anything that you're about to be a part of, anything that you're about to do, you need to do your due diligence. You need to do your research. You need to set yourself up to win. You need to make sure you know the ins and outs of that situation, the mechanics, how it runs. You know what I'm saying? And then you're setting yourself up for more of a success than a failure. Because if you walk into a situation blind without doing the research, without the due diligence, then you may not know some of the ins and outs and the lefts and rights and the curves that may need to be made in the manipulation of this situation. So guess what? Once you in it, now the situation is being manipulated and you don't know the mechanics of the situation, so you don't even know how to handle it. So at the end of the day, it's like driving a fast car, you know what I'm saying? Like my man Paul Walker, rest in peace. He took that ride, and that ride was a few seconds, but he ain't here no more. Mm-hmm. That was a real fast car. It went a short distance and a fast time, but that was the last ride that man took.
Hello. I tell the niggas in the ghetto this. You cannot turn off the freeway from the fast lane.
Real talk.
Okay, so before we get ready to wrap it up,
yes, sir.
I know y'all don't really know each other like that.
Yeah.
But since y'all niggas can tell how much y'all know, y'all mean to me and how much y'all in my life,
right?
I want y'all to ask each other one question just for some good content one time.
Okay. Yeah, I really like his vibe. What was your name again, fam?
I go by Cool Ass Cam.
Cool Ass Cam.
And that's why when you said you liked his vibe, you'd already killed it. Go ahead.
The WB Morning Show, hosted by the Real Young LA. The WB Morning Show, hosted by the Real Young LA and Cool Ass Cam. Here we go. Light it up. Check this out, man. I liked Cool Ass Cam vibe when he came in. You know what I'm saying? It was my first time meeting him. Like I said, the show, very hospitable. He was on his business. He set up, you know what I'm saying? He needed to get that breakfast in him, so Young told him to handle his candle. I like that. I like the way they took care of each other in here, like real family, before even the business. But if I had to ask you one thing, man, you said you've been doing it for 5 years. I like your style. I see how you work, and I'm a worker, so I know what work look like and what bullshit look like. How long you been doing operations, messing with equipment? I see all the little mixing stuff over there. You had one little thing going earlier. You knocked that off real quick because your eyebrow went up on one side.
Yeah.
You was like, what the fuck? And then you killed that real fast. But I'm just saying, how long you been messing around with all of this type of stuff? I mean, you said 5 years with the show, but how long you been dealing with this type of stuff?
Well, 5 years podcasting. I've been doing music for a long time too.
Wow.
I used to rap.
Okay.
We young back in the day.
Man,
Wow.
I got a lot of different homies when at certain years and times we used to mash to every day.
Wow.
I'm finna go to the studio. Where you going?
Wow.
Be at the show. He was one of them
Wow.
who was mashing.
Respect, man.
Like that for a long time.
You know, the love for the culture, man, I can feel it. It emanates. And then, you know, for you to be as talented as you are, even for him to be as talented as he is, it's always incredible to be around people that are humble, but also loom a large presence and personality at the same time.
So let me tell you how I started.
Yes, sir.
It was like during COVID.
Okay.
You know, everybody was at home. Could nobody really go outside.
Exactly.
I had my boy DJ Punch.
Okay.
And he was doing a podcast at the time. And I just moved into this spot, and we ended up setting up in my garage and building a studio up out of there. And it was crazy because I didn't really start messing with the stuff right away. I kind of just sat back and I would watch. Yeah. And then, you know, I just started getting comfortable. And I look back at my early stuff, and you could tell I didn't know what I was doing. But, you know, even now, I see people putting up these quotes and stuff like that. Well, the only way to get good is if you start.
Period. Period.
You know, so you have to start doing it every day and make it something consistent and something that, you know, you gotta want it.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
From there, it's like I started doing my own thing.
Nobody go to the store for something they don't want. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and you started growing, you know, different people coming through. People want to start their own show.
Right.
I was running like 10 different podcasts at one point.
It's incredible, man.
So innovative culture is like the big network, and then the WB Morning Show is underneath innovative culture, and then, you know, if you wanted to start a podcast, it could be, you know, blah blah. It's kind of like that. So sometimes it goes.
I got a lot of talented friends, and I feel like a lot of them, they may do music, they may, you know, paint, they may do just something,
right?
Comedy,
talents,
and a lot of them don't really have that stage, that platform to really showcase their talents. And I wanted to create something like that.
California, period, really don't.
Me as well. I got a lot of people. That's why back to the casting, when I had the opportunity from the director, and he wasn't a bad director per se. He was an incredible director, but he just didn't know a lot of the people that he wanted to cast, and those type of people, that even that ethnicity. He knew the people he knew. He didn't want to cast them. He worked with them when they was his neighbors. He
was smart enough to know that I need to out.
And so he said, hey, you know, could you, and guess what I did?
And he was smart enough to hire you too.
Shot him these people's profiles, and then he was able to go through and, oh, these people interested? You told them what it's about? They with it? They cool with it? Okay, I'm going to contact this person. He just picked who he wanted. And so that, you know.
Gave him the options.
Yeah, so anybody that called me like, hey, man, you didn't hook me up. I was like, bro, I plugged everybody up, believe me.
Gave him the options.
Gave him like 20, 30 profiles because he needed goons and dead people and guys at the bus stop.
Sometimes it'd be, I want 3 goons. I want one of them to be tall. I want one of them to be short.
Come on, man.
And one of them to be funny.
Come on, man.
So now it ain't that you didn't do nothing wrong.
Right.
It's just
that
he seen another one that fit a little bit more for the 3.
Guess what? As a casting agent, that's their job.
What happens.
That's literally
it's just when you in a business, you know. I tell you, even really business. So I be trying to make it as simple for people and not try to hurt nobody's feelings. But way before business, you know, when you just was hollering at a girl or hollering at a dude, all they can say is yes or no.
Period.
You just got to be the person to say, to go ask that question.
Period.
So now it's the same way in business. It's, hey man, can I do this? Or can we?
That would be my question to you.
Yeah,
if somebody was interested and they wanted to get into, you know, film or something like that, just as an actor, you know, how would they get in contact with you as a casting director? Who would they go through? Would they, like, you know,
what's funny,
what would be that process?
That's crazy. Cool ass Cam. What's crazy is, like I said, no management, no publicist, no label, nothing right now. They could just tap in to my Instagram at URG7 DigiGod. They could tap into my TikTok at URG71. I'm sorry, DigiGod1. They could tap into my Facebook at Gerald Parrish, GeraldParrish. You know what I'm saying? So they can get at me basically through social media. I'm on everything from SoundCloud to Reverb Nation, YouTube, LinkedIn. They can just find me, man. I'm out there. If you put my name, Gerald Parrish or URG7 inside of Google, it'll give you all the information you need, man. But a lot of times
I
in
had to tell them to Google you.
Hey, man, but you know, you never want to sound like that.
Yeah,
but guess what?
That's why I'm going to say it for you. You hear me?
That's beautiful.
I was a little curious, man. I Googled the WB Morning Show the other day, and it's there.
Yeah, what's funny is this. Listen, when the internet first started, and I don't mean first started, I mean when it got to us. By the time it got to us, let's say that part. I understood. They don't call me the DigiGod for nothing. I understood a lot of this, and a lot of my boys had no computer knowledge. You guys had computers in school, so y'all was one of the generations that came with them all already.
Yeah, people don't realize getting taught something that you don't know and you grown already. It's totally different
than coming up
with it.
Come
just
on,
having
bro.
it in your hand.
Come on. That's why y'all. That's why you never walked in there with a paper. Listen, that's why you never walked in my studio with a paper.
But that's why when you see a kid that's like 2 years old and they know how to put the code, so that's just tripped me out because I see kids grab their dad phone, put the code in, unlock it, go to YouTube Kids, find their show, and post the phone up and zone off. And I'm
Period.
like, look at that grown ass baby.
Period.
And then when I realized it's $1 million, that's like what the babies do now. That's like where we at now.
All of them.
All the babies understand
All of them,
the phone.
because that's
and
what
you could pass
they
the
were
phone
born into
to
it.
somebody who's a certain age and they be down there can't even know they code.
At all.
And you like,
At
what
all.
the fuck?
Can't check voicemail, nothing. I'm like,
Come
bro,
on
that's not
now.
your voicemail.
And it's like at a certain point, like now that we getting older, I understand where people start falling off, or you get lost in the era, or you start getting old. Because when they say, "Oh yeah, this what we own now," and nigga like,
Right.
I ain't doing that. That's
Right.
what that shit sound. That dressing like that, and they
Well,
like,
kids are
okay,
doing nowadays.
well, wear what you wear and rap how you rap. And when I play for somebody and they say, "Oh, that nigga sound like he was in 2000."
Dinosaur, Curtis Blow.
There you go.
It's like a jungle
Rah!
sometimes. Not the
Hey, the cold part is all shit always come back around, but at the same time, stop playing.
Yeah,
You hear me?
but check this out, man. Any actors out there that ever wanted to do this thing, man, I would say, record as much content as you can. There's cameras out there and apps and AI now where you can create your own film and give it to AI. They'll spit it back to you and storyboard it. You could film the thing out yourself. Whatever ideas that you're being given, go at it direct. Don't go at it indirectly. When I didn't have roles per se from on a certain movie or on a certain set or in a certain film, I would make myself available when I saw. Go online to Facebook and type in the Inland Empires Actors Group or the Gardena, the actors group for your area. Go on Facebook and type that in and see what kind of jobs come up. Sometimes they would need people to stand around and they'd be paying $100 a day, and they say just wear a black suit and come and stand around.
Door, yeah.
I would put on a black suit with a white shirt and a black tie. I'd show up. I'd make the $100. I'd stand around. A few of those times, I did that, and we went to lunch, and then we came back, and maybe I was the only black guy on set other than the lead. And when we came back from lunch, the lead never came back. So they dropped the whole script in my lap because I was the only other guy that fit the. And then sometimes I would go on set to do a stand around role, and that role, people would see me on the set and hit me like, "Hey, yo, man, I see you out there working, man. I see you on the set. Hey, look, man, I got a movie I'm working on. I got a role for you. When you rap on that thing, call me. I want you to read my script and tell me if you're interested." And they, I'm standing around trying to get a part. I have nothing secured, but the people watching social media, like my man was speaking on earlier, the people just looking and swiping, they don't know that. They just swiping and they got a couple of seconds, and like he's saying, got a long go, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, going to 15 seconds, see what you're doing, and keep scrolling. And those things turned into more opportunities of people wanting to give you jobs. So I would just say, go be around it as much as you can. I don't care if it's school productions, college productions. A good thing to do is find you some college kids that got that filming class and they got access to all that equipment.
Yeah.
So go get in some of their productions, because some of their productions are a grade. They literally have to finish the film.
Exactly.
So that's a good start. You know what I'm saying? Because some of their movies end up on YouTube or Blu-ray, DVD or something.
Yeah, that's dope.
Vimeo. You know what I'm saying? Some of their videos go up. So if you have no kind of recourse, just go be around it, because that'll put you in the proximity of actually doing what you want to do.
Most definitely.
I remember when we kind of like when I seen you on Instagram and we started chopping it up, it was like hella late at night.
Right.
And you was working and shit and on a little shift somewhere.
You was working too, because you was up.
Yeah, same play. That's a fact.
Yeah,
but when we linked up, we set up and I played endless amount of videos and music and updated you, and you played the same amount of music and movies and shit and updated me.
Right.
And I was just dope because I know how people like to put like an age limit on music and hip hop and shit. And I was like, this nigga still cold. And you know
how I feel.
Still understand music enough to be cold in your lane. Not try to go too far where you try to stay with, but not too far where you like, nah, I'm not gonna go that way. But you stay right in pocket.
But you know what I
like
realized?
A wallet, man. I do.
You know what I realized, fam? I realized and just do this the next time you just get a minute to yourself. Because a lot of times we don't even have a minute to ourselves to do things. But do this the next time you get a minute to yourself. The next time you sitting and you somewhere, just listen for music. If you're in a dental office, elevator, if it's a television commercial, just listen for the sound of music. I don't care about the words. I don't care what the commercials about, the dogs and the people with the rice and African fly. I don't care.
Block all that out.
Just listen for music. Elevators, lobbies.
So you're not even talking about the words or nothing, just the melody.
Just listen for the sound of music.
Okay, I got you. So you talking about
no matter what.
Simplest form, just music.
So listen. You on the phone right now. You calling your insurance company or the hospital or the doctor's office. They put you on hold. We'll be right with you. Your caller 9. Music is in everything we do. So when I was going to retire myself, or cats tried to send my jersey up to the Raptors, send me out to chew grass and retire me, I realized, wait a minute, man. Music is literally in everything we do. And then as an actor, as I began to become a director and go on the other side of the camera, I realized, wait a minute.
I get to do the sound.
We need music for all of this shit.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the way I felt about music was it encompasses everything that we're involved in. The moment I stop wanting to do music is when God removes the taste from my mouth, and the money that's in my PayPal, my Zelle, my Cash App, and my Venmo stops showing up for music. That means no one's buying what I'm selling. At that point, I go ahead and hang the mic up, and let the people that get it got it, because that's what's up. And guess what? I'm not gonna feel no kind of way, man, about not standing here with some token Grammy or some token Tony. No, feel me, some token award, because it's a lot of artists out there that can say a lot of things. But it's not a lot of artists out there that can say they have an album that exists for every year they've been on planet Earth. The whole time they was building this machine, they was working. I don't give a fuck what it sound like. Eminem got discovered off a cassette tape. So where he is now, they could go talk about the tape all they want. But where he is now has nothing to do with that cassette except for the fact that was a start or some form of it. So at the end of the day, they can follow me from where I started all the way now, and then watch me transcend music, radio, television, and film. So it's a full 360-degree turn, man, and it shows anybody that wants to do any of this that it's doable. Michael Jordan did leave the court and go hit home runs. Bo Jackson did leave the
football field
and go hit home runs and throw it hip and lose it. Come on, man. I'm just saying, so you could do anything that you want to do, man.
You want to put your mind to it and put your grind to
bro.
it. You hear me?
Change gears, all right? Car, if you try to drive it all the way around the corner in first, you done blew the engine, bro.
Booyah.
It's done.
Tranny gone.
Done. You're done. So you're going to have to change gears, and anything that's not growing is dead.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Already.
Before we get up out of here, go on ahead and blast all your socials, your website, your number, your phone, your email, all that good stuff.
Hey.
And then you ask me one good question on the way out.
I will.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Man, so check this out. You can reach me at URG7, MUSIC, @gmail.com. So it should look like URG7music @gmail.com. You can also reach me at URG7 DigiGod. That's the Instagram. You can reach me at Gerald Parrish on LinkedIn, Gerald Parrish on Facebook. You can reach me at URG7 at YouTube. You can reach me at URG7 at Reverb Nation and SoundCloud. And if you should you go to any digital platforms where music is sold, your nearest DSP, just type in URG and the number 7, all together, no space. Now, if you go to Spotify, there are 2 Spotify pages because there's that much music. It's broken up. There's a capital URG7 page and then a lowercase URG7 page. So y'all just tap in, man. If you don't remember none of that shit and you don't want to rewatch this shit, just Google me, man. URG7.
Ask me that good old question.
Yeah, man, this is what I would want to know, man.
One good old question.
No, I'm about to ask it right now. It's funny. We like you said, we never. It never come out like we thought it was gonna come out when we started. When we first saw it in our minds, as far as the end result. So this will be my thing to you. Is it bittersweet that you started with such a close knit group of guys, and you guys were so close, and when we hung out damn near every day, and not just school, y'all wasn't just hanging out from no school shit, y'all was really hanging out. So what I'm saying is it bittersweet, to get to the level that you have gotten to with what you're doing, and not just be like, dog, remember, and that they not there. You know what I'm saying? Is that bittersweet to you to not just be able to turn to those same set of guys that was right there that had the dream? Because like we all slept and had the same dream, right? That rarely happens because we're not connected like that. Yeah, but you guys fell asleep and had the same dream collectively. So you walked out of that dream into a reality, but they never did. So is that bittersweet to you?
Yeah, it is. I say on a reality level, if we take the reality out of it, because shit happens, and it shit gonna happen, and that's just part of life. Right. But just if we could have killed shit from happening, I could have prevented all that and kept everything how it was. Right. And I would have said, hell yeah, I felt better. And then a lot of shit that I did do, to make sure we could stay cool, and then it still did what it did. Hell yeah. So I even what I had learned from it was I used to call people my friends. Yeah. And I realized I wouldn't do certain shit for friends that I was doing for them. So it was like we started a group because we was Tap Out at first, and then we grew into bigger, and it was called BFA. Okay. And it was called Brothers from Another. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so man. It just made me more, I don't have no brothers. Right. I only got a little sister. Right. So it just made me get the brotherhood aspect of it and learn how to fuck with niggas on a real level. And, I ain't nobody could say I did them wrong because I always stood on what I had to do. And, but I still fuck with all of them. We might not hang out every day, but if I see them, it's love, and we could chop it up and do whatever we do. So I still I try to have for Never Not Working now, it's a whole nother level that we on. Right. I be having one day I thought about Labor Day. Right. That's the national holiday to celebrate working. Period. So that's our holiday now, which is Never Not Working. Okay, so cool. I usually either throw a picnic, or we all go bowling. I'm gonna have to come do something. Yeah, man. You definitely welcome. I'm saying you in. Yeah, if I'm not booked, I'm definitely coming for sure. Or we even, Top Golf. Nice, man. Something like that, but some off non-rap shit activities. Right. Bring your family, and we just all chill and hang out and just have a brotherhood, because we don't always get to do that no more.
What I'm gonna do is try to make that event. Like I said, if I'm not booked, I'm definitely want to do that. That's something that it would mean a lot to me, and then and my family as well, because I can introduce them to some stuff that they haven't seen and a part of me that they don't know about. Yeah. And then at the end of the day, part of my nonprofit, shout out to Justify Smith, is Fathers in Hip Hop. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I want to make sure I bring you out, you know what I'm saying, to an event to perform, or you know what I'm saying. A lot of times they go talk to the kids. It's a lot, that the nonprofit does. Food giveaways, food drives. On Thanksgiving, they giving away over 100-some turkeys. And,
I want to be a part of that if I can.
Food boxes and all that. So we go out there and stand out there when the cars pull up. We put the food in the car. That. Yeah. So like this year, man, I'm gonna try to make sure I tap more into what you're doing, because at the end of the day, it's funny how you out doing deals with people that you think is the people, and them not the people, but the people that you should be probably doing a deal with. You're not doing a deal with those people, but they're literally the fucking people.
Hello.
Do you hear what I'm trying to say to you?
Oh, so you basically saying it ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Come on, man. So at the end of the day, it's like,
you can get me to the people.
Yeah, well, when I'm put in these different situations, man, I'm never gonna bring in. It's like that commercial, If you don't look good, we don't look good, because people know you fucking with us. If you don't look good, we don't look good. That was literally their slogan. So I'm never gonna bring somebody to the table to purposely bastardize the situation or destroy the situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna try to bring somebody to the forefront that's gonna galvanize the situation, that part, and we can capitalize off of that.
That part.
Yes, sir.
That part.
Yeah, man.
And I appreciate you, man.
Not as much as I appreciate being here. I stayed up all night to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have it any other way, man.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate y'all, man. Both of y'all, man. And both of you guys made sacrifices that I personally know about to be here. So and I know how much this show means to you guys. It's not just a logo and something y'all saying and something on a t-shirt. It's something y'all really doing.
And I can say now that we on the 50th episode, we had what we could say like life things happen where you can't come.
Right.
And you had to miss the time,
right?
But we still have never missed no Monday since we started.
Right. He was saying that. And that's incredible, man. That take real dedication, man.
And
like
I be out of town.
Hey,
so I know.
And life,
Sunday,
life be life.
You gotta get back here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Even if I was to pull back up and be at this motherfucker, how you got here,
right?
And had to drive however many hours,
right.
I'd be here by that time,
right?
But it just keep me grounded and make sure I do it because I do like it. It's building. I get a lot of compliments now. It's all organic. You feel me? I don't walk around with no billboard and say, "Hey, I'm a podcaster now." I'm pushing what I'm pushing.
Right.
Still, I'm letting it develop. I'm starting to add more to it because it's a thing. We at the 50th episode now, and it is a thing now. So
my whole thing about this is
and
my whole thing about the respect level too. To you, not to cut you off, is to say this: I saw it, and I got partners. This, of course, podcasting. I'm trying to frame it.
Oh yeah, no, it's
as an artist and an actor and an individual and a father and a human and a person. We talked about humanity first earlier.
Yeah.
There are certain things you want to involve yourself with, and certain things you want to be around, certain things you may see and say, hey, I might want to be a part of that. And then there's certain things you see and you definitely know that you can't, that it would possibly not be good for your brand to be affiliated with that. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, you have a choice to make about, who you visit, where you go, if you choose to do interviews, if you choose to grant those, and who you choose to grant those to. It's by choice for every artist. Prince didn't do it for years. Barbara Streisand didn't do it for years.
Right.
It's select amount of, select person.
You know what you just made me think of is the last guest we just had was my boy, Black Elvis.
Right.
He Moe. He used to be part of the reject. He's still part of everything. I'm saying used to, but
I get it.
But he told me that was his first interview, and he wanted to do it with me, and I was like, "That's dope." And as big as it sounds, it's still crazy because we just, in my head, it's like, "Oh man, this is new," and it's like, "Nah." Every so often, somebody say something to me where you like, "Nah, this some serious shit." And he like, "Yeah, I want this to be my first interview. I brought the interview to y'all, and it did good, and everybody fucking with it." And a lot of people been hitting him up and saying like, it's good to see you in this light, and the stories you was telling is dope. So
some things you can't even go and pay for because people have attempted to throw their budget at things, and guess what?
Negative.
The results came back as donut holes. Oh, whole budget. Whole budget thrown at it. Yeah. Donut holes. You can see straight through the budget, straight through the papers. Yeah. And they threw money at that. Yeah. So what I'm saying is you can't go buy organic. Is what you just said. That's why this show is important to me. Now, what's funny is, just before I came to your show, a couple of my guys was on my head because I just literally came off of Sway's Universe.
It's a big dog.
Come on, dog.
And I salute Sway. Everybody don't get to double salute.
Listen,
Sway one of the people.
You are absolutely right.
So that's dope. And I'm gonna say this. I think that's dope that you even was on that show.
Me too. Are you bananas?
Sure. Oh no,
listen. That was a milestone in my life, and you have these forks in the road where sometimes without that pat on the back, you might I don't know if I want to do they fucking the game. I don't know if I want to do this shit. I'm cool. I can tap out now and be straight. You had a milestones, and then something like that happened. Yeah. So I just did Sway's Universe.
That's hard.
Right after that, I went to Long Beach VIP All Access.
Come on, man.
And now I'm sitting on the WB Morning Show, man. So like at the end of the day, when you building something, it doesn't matter how the highs and lows of the adventure. That doesn't matter, man. That's just the waves that the ship is on. The highs and the lows.
I'm glad we could be right there with the Sway and the VIP.
Listen,
both of them is big.
At the end of the day,
at the end of the day,
and this is just as big to me. That's why I'm here.
I hear what you're saying.
Because
that's what I'm saying.
I understand that there's an audience right here at this platform, and I understand I have the chance, the opportunity to be with you, and that was important to me. And then I didn't even know Cool Ass Cam personally, but guess what? Now I got a place where I could come podcast and break my bread and interview and do my show because guess what? I have a show, but I had to put it on ice during COVID because the cameramans was on one. Nobody, the guests didn't want to come out.
Look at God. So for the COVID killed the energy your other people had,
Right.
and built the energy
that I'm sitting on right now for the platform. And at the end of the day, artists just don't get a platform to be able to host their talents. And I'm not just a rap artist or MC. I'm an actor. I'm a director. I do several things. I run a prop business. I can come and do the props for your whole video, as well as direct it. So having multiple talents, producer, engineer, having multiple talents, those are no good, if nobody knows about them. And at the end of the day, at my age, I've never had to take my talent to a pawn shop. I've never had to take my dreams to a pawn shop and leave my dreams there. I never put the things I was doing in a shoebox or a Foot Locker and push those under the bed in the dark or to the back of the closet. I've been able to do this from the time I've been a kid to all the way right now, getting my first deal at 19, doing the things I love without going to Hollywood, grabbing both ankles, and still hold on to my integrity and
like
be a family man.
Like
yes,
a
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Like a man
of God,
period.
actually.
Period. Yes,
You
sir.
hear me?
Amen.
Yeah, it's a big
Amen.
difference.
Yes,
You
sir.
hear me?
But that's why I can respect what you're doing, because guess what? Same story when I look at you. Same story and energy that's coming from Cam. You've been the same since I met you, and I saw the story. Selling candy out of bags as a kid. Then you going to hustle. You walking past all that in the neighborhood to go get your candy. You bagging up candy in Ziplocs and going to get it. Candy, the candy man. So at the end of the day, the real candy man, no bees. So at the end of the day, to watch you go from that to see you promoting everything with your shirts, your bags, and the level, and then to know where it started and what was at stake and the whole dream. And then for me to be sitting across from you, it's like looking almost in a mirror. And I don't mean that in a way where I'm trying to take any credit for anything. I just mean like literally, I'm the last man standing, one of the last men standing from my crew. I know of one of the member, and he's all the way in Texas. I'm the last man standing out of 13 members, and about 4 of those was girls, and 4 of those was girls, and 3 of those was DJs. The rest was all MCs, and I'm the last man standing. When I met him, he was in a crew, and to see how far we've come at 2025 and the level that you look at when you see the real Young LA, and you look at that and to know where that started as an embryo and to see it now, it's amazing, man. So I just want to congratulate you, man, for just being solid and being you, man. And
I'm glad you get to
always
say that,
staying
too, 'cause
true.
to me, they just see me
true.
already like that already. They felt like I just already came around the corner and was, this nigga Young and Lady. No,
Watched you build
ain't
it.
how it started.
Watch you build it, man. And I'm so proud of it because you take care of your people. I came to your studio, bam, you know what I'm saying? Champagne bottles popping, you know what I'm saying? Go in there and grab whatever you want. Like, what? Go in there, it's dumb bags, just stupid. You couldn't have done it if you wanted to. If they gave you 48 hours to do it all, they'd come back and it'd be bags left. It's just impossible. So at the end of the day, the hospitality I receive, I come to the studio, I'm leaving with gifts. I come to visit him, he giving me shit. You know what I mean? I'm leaving with real Young LA beanies. I got the Never Not Working beanie. I'm leaving with t-shirts. I got the Chick Hearns t-shirt, with the I'm just like, wow, man. So to see him brand himself.
And shout out
like
to my
that.
guy Risky Forever. That's the one who did Tupac cover.
Wow.
That's who made that.
Incredible.
So they don't even know because music ain't like so artful like it used to be. They just throw it together.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, that shit's serious, and that shit is like some big shit.
No,
too.
that was, man. When I saw you sitting with Chick Hearns in the booth,
anybody could go down there and in front of the Staples. It's a thing where you can sit down with them.
Wow.
But let me bring this to life because it's a little bit more than just a seat with Chick. You hear
tight,
me,
man? That was tight, bro. I love it. I still ain't wore the shirt. It's just hanging.
Man, I appreciate
it. It's just on a hanger looking crazy.
Nah, but
plastic over it.
That's part of the play though. But yeah, you definitely. I gotta give you some of the stuff that I've been doing and shit. You gotta. Hey man, this is my people. So, you don't know him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hold on now. I know you got old tapes, but that'd be like, you just know him from back in the day.
Exactly.
Nah, he just dropped this. I got one of these.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's always welcome, man. Because what happens is, even though I say I don't listen to a lot of people, when I said that, I meant mainstream artists. I definitely listen to my homies all the time. Because I'm never gonna hear you saying I got a song called Blue Dream, and next thing you know I'm in the studio doing a song called Dream Blue. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen.
So my whole thing, even when I ask people to give me their top 5, this is to show about you And then when you say, tell me the top 5 you listening to, I really give you the lane to tell about your fam that you want to share light on.
Right.
You could say mainstream niggas, you could say whoever you want to, or you could put your time to say, shout out to my boy who doing this and blah blah blah.
Well, that's why I mentioned. That's why I mentioned the people I fuck with. G-Lin.
And niggas don't know how legendary
yourself.
G-Lin is.
Yeah,
so
man, but
he's
see,
still going crazy right now
dude,
too.
He is losing his mind. But listen, at the end of the day, when I got to go back to just 15, 16 years old in high school, dog. I got to keep going back to that and knowing how.
Then driving.
How nonchalant you was since then, like all the way to now, and just knowing that even though the name changed, the whole attitude and personality been the same from a kid all the way to now. Like you said, you grew up there, man, and you never looked back. And you didn't allow anybody to sell you a dream, because when you go to the racetrack, dog, it's a lot of names on that paper, you know what I'm saying? That Black part. Magic and, Yellow Princess. It's a lot of names on that paper, on that list. You put that money on the real Young LA.
That part, the whole
You put
time.
that money on the real Young LA. That's what you put on when you went to the gate. They said, what you want to put this on? You said, I'm putting all this on the real Young LA.
That part.
And that's what you let run. And that's what I saw. And so I can't do nothing but respect that, dog.
And on the contrary, I've seen people doing this with other people, and then they fall out or they brand go a different way.
Yeah,
you don't agree with something, and now you got to start doing what? Betting on yourself now.
Sir.
You could have been doing that.
Yes, sir.
But shit, shout out to the learning process that God put you through or them through or whatever we got to go through, because through your test, you get a testimony.
Period. And without the test, there is no testimony. So salute, man. For real.
So this the part of the show.
Yeah.
No matter if Cam talking or not, he still do the smoothest outro ever.
Cool, man.
Go on and take him home, brother.
Y'all can tap in with me at COOLAZZCAM. Tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and the WB Morning Show, and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture.
Hello. And
hello.
Some of the stuff me and Cam talked about when we was thinking about the show, I told him that we was gonna keep it organic, and to hear him say that, it's hella dope, because that's all we've been doing. So shout out to everybody who follow and who locked in. And I just thought about this. So since you stayed all the way to the end, I'm going to give somebody $50 for the 50th episode. So what you got to do is come to my Instagram, The Real Young LA, say one word from you. Give them a word.
URG.
You got to say URG. One word from Cam.
I'm not even going to say a word. They got to give a screenshot to show they subscribe to the channel.
Okay.
Nice.
So we're going to got this. You got to come to my page, The Real Young LA, on IG, TheRealYungLA, for somebody in the back. You got to DM me and say, you owe me $50. The keyword is URG, and then add your screenshot that you subscribe to the WB Morning Show on Innovative Culture, YouTube.com. And I'm going to cash app you $50. Apple pay you $50. Meet up, give you $50. Zelle you $50. However you want your money, I got you. You want it in quarters? We got quarters, pennies. We can put it together and throw it to you. It's the motherfucking morning show. Tap in for the win. What's on?
Waking up, sunshine beams through the blinds. Young LA and cool as Cam on the grind. 10 a.m. hits, I'm tuning in for the fine. Spotify or YouTube, blowing up your mind. WB Morning Show, that's the spot. Fresh episodes every Monday, they hot. West Coast vibes, never miss a shot. Eating up the screen, they serving the plot. Look, hit that subscribe, punch that bell. New content dropping, can't you tell? Last for days, stories to swell. Morning shots, we under the spell.
Innovative.